How do you cut somebody off? Someone you know that has a terrible effect on you and is in general a bad person. A group of people, for example. I have a friend group that is exactly that. We've all known each other for years by now, but they're terrible in most senses. Terrible, but fun to be around. That's what I feel like is stopping me. Everything just feels so oddly boring. Like I don't have any sort of fulfillment in what I'm doing if it's not with them, or with anyone for that matter. But that doesn't relate to my issue. I just wanted to ask if you knew how to handle something like that, or at least how to get the courage to do so. Thank you for even just reading this. I needed to get this off my chest anywhere. Thank you for submitting, because coming to that realization that you want to leave a situation, coming to that realization where you have that moment where it's like, maybe these people aren't good for me. That's a hard pill to swallow. That's a hard thing to accept. These people that you've known for so long, they might not be good to be around, but you've been around them so long. What are they gonna think if you leave? It's not just a quickly, oh, later guys. It's hard. It's hard coming to that realization and having to accept that if you want to move forward, then you're gonna have to let go of some connections. First thing I want to say is I would recommend not cutting them off. I got this advice from my business teacher in my junior year of high school, and it's to never burn any bridges. Never leave anything on a sour note. Don't just cut them off one day, I don't need y'all, and send them a middle finger, screw you guys. Never do that. Because it's always important, at least, and of course this is the one in a million, listen, anything in life could happen. Just saying, you can run into them again one day. The example they always used was, oh, what if you're, at a job interview and they're the boss, and they recognize you? Oh no, worst case scenario. But no, don't burn any bridges. Because maybe there comes a day in the future where you both have moved on and you reminisce about this past and you joke about it. And it's like, oh, remember whenever we were in that friend group and I, had to go and do my own things in life. Now, then you might be thinking, oh, well, what do I do? If I don't cut them off, how do I leave? And honestly, the answer is pretty simple. Just go. Just stop showing up as much. I've had a similar experience where I was around a group that was pretty terrible for me. And every day I felt like I could get nothing productive done because I needed to spend all my time with them. And even though I realized that they were the reason I wasn't growing, you gotta just go. And sure, they might DM you, message you hey, where have you been? I wish you were around more. But if you just let your actions talk, if you let your absence talk, then they'll understand. They'll understand that you won't be around as much anymore. They'll understand that you need space. And if they're, sensible people, then they will probably understand why you've been distancing and understand to just let you fly, let you go. Kind of how I view it is, let's say you do this and they don't respect you. They don't give you space. They're constantly in your DMs hey, why are you avoiding me, blah, blah, blah. Let's say this is a fear you have, let's just hypothetical. Well, doesn't this give you all the reason to leave? Doesn't this add to the reasoning of why you should go? Originally I said never ever cut someone off. But another thing that I want to say is that they're basically burning that bridge with you if they're not being a good friend about it. So if the bridge is already burned, you can go ahead, take those supports off there. The bridge is falling. Alright, bridge is cooked. At that point, abort ship, abort mission. There's no saving it. At that point, it's okay to let go. Because at the end of the day, at least you tried to be nice about it. At least you did take it slow. At least you did take them into consideration. Because one day you probably will reminisce about it one day. It's like, oh, I miss those old friends. But at least I tried. At least I tried to do it the nice, peaceful way, you know? At least I didn't just leave. And at least they know that I had no hostile intentions. No, sure, they might misconstrued while you're leaving. No, sure, there's always a possibility that, you know, people are human. And some humans like to start drama. So there's always the chance that, you know, you try to be honest with them and, you know, they're just not very kind about it. Because how you're describing these people, quote unquote terrible people, you know, there's always that chance. But just do what you can. Control what you can control. Do not just suddenly leave one day. Just have it be a slow fade. And of course, I will also add, like, it is okay to just disappear one day, okay? Like, I'm not saying never do that. Like, if you need to go, go, okay? You come first. And I know I'm giving, like, pretty mixed signals here, but it's really because it's up to you what you do. It's honestly up to the person. Maybe you don't want to deal with that confrontation, so you do just leave immediately. That's okay. Because again, if these people understand and they just see you gone, they'll realize, well, clearly they don't want to be around anymore. Unfortunate, but, you know, it's just how things go sometimes. It's okay to just do what you need to do for you. Because just how they're human, you're human. And I always recommend putting your needs first before anyone else's. So sure, it might suck not being around them anymore, and it might honestly be scary not having solid just friends that are always there. But I mean, what's better in your opinion? What's better? Living in this limbo period where you talk to them very often and you don't feel like you're getting anything done, or going for what you want to go for. Literally just weigh the options, and whatever you feel, that's what you can do. Another thing I want to mention about this is just be honest. Again, going back to that don't burn any bridges is like, don't lie, or don't be disrespectful about why you're leaving, where you're going, you know, like, if someone asks you, hey, why haven't you been around, I do recommend just saying, I don't want to be around this group anymore. I am no longer comfortable hanging out with you guys as much as I used to. I need space. You know, whatever you need, whatever the honest truth is, just tell the truth. And again, this is another indicator. Watch their reaction. If they're understandable, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you can have as much space as you need. Just let me know if you need any help. If they say that, well, that's great. You know, they're completely understandable about it. If they're like, dude, you need space? What are you, depressed? Get out of here. That's another sign that you need to get out of there, okay? that's always, something like that happens. You gotta, again, prioritize yourself. And they don't seem to be prioritizing the friendship at all. So I would be a little careful. They don't seem like a great person if they were to say something along those lines. And of course, if you're scared, you kind of got two options. One, be scared and do it anyway. Or two, you can just leave. Just prioritize you. Prioritize what you want. You're the one living your own life. You have to live it through your own lenses. So why would you not make it what you want to make it? Why would you not live how you want to live? You have the option to. Now sure, it might hurt other people, but I've said this in a lot of other intros, but seriously, or outros, the only one that's going to be there for your entire life from birth to death is you. So prioritize what you want and get the best out of your life. You got one chance.